I remember, oh my God, my boss, I worked at this Japanese company for a year. He would say, hey, I need to use you. And I did not know what he meant at first. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, if my wife calls, tell her that I was with you.
So there's still a deception. It's not like the wife knows.
In that case, right?
In that case, okay, yeah.
But my wife has, I wouldn't say a friend, but there's this lady that she knows, and she absolutely knows that her husband has a girl on the side, but they don't get divorced, because if they were to get divorced, then she wouldn't, get the money. It's different over here where, maybe the laws change in Japan. I don't know. But at that time, it was like, no, maybe the husband would maybe take care of the kids, maybe not. But in another one is our very good friend, knew her husband was going on. He left the entire family, just boom, and never paid child support, nothing. Legally, again, I don't know how that goes, but man, it's just crazy. But it's so prevalent with the people around me, these business people and things. And I couldn't do that. I just couldn't do it. And so that sort of thing, culturally, I don't want to say it's accepted, but, the wives would put up with it. Yeah. And so, that was just one example of something that I was like, no, And so these guys would be like, hey, Ryan, let's go out, and I'm just like, no. Yeah. And I never would go out with them, ever. I was just like, no. Yeah.
Why would those worlds exist here too. I just don't end up being a part of them. I think when you've got the values that it sounds like we have, you don't really vibe with those people. It's almost like they can, well, at least over here anyway, that people can kind of tell. Like guys that do that can kind of tell that I'm not that kind of dude, and they just kind of like go find another dude to talk to. Yeah. What about what's it like politically? Like I'm in my politics isn't very good.
Politics in Japan? Yeah.
Yeah. What's that like?
So the prime minister, so in Japan they have an emperor, and then, you know what? So
were you involved? Did you vote and stuff, or like?
I could not. You could not vote. You cannot vote. That if you're a citizen, you can, but
you didn't become one after 30 years.
Couldn't. I would have to give up my U.S. passport.
Ah, okay.
So so that's the difference with everything. So I had residency, but that doesn't mean I had the ability to vote.
You can't do dual citizenship.
A lot, but not like over here. But still, yes. But politically, so they have the emperor, but it's very similar to England in the sense that the emperor honestly doesn't really do anything, and so similar to the now king, but you have the prime minister, and then you have the cabinet, and the different parties and whatnot.
What do you think makes the country work so well? And I'm saying that just from watching a few videos about how it's so safe and clean and technologically advanced. And if that's not accurate, let me know. But it seems like it's a pretty high quality of living, nationwide.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
What do you think they're doing right over there?
I think it was what happened throughout history, and coming back to actually looking at, for one, again, it is an island country that's small. It's 80% is mountainous. That only leaves 20% of land, for people to settle, which means people are packed in there. Yeah. If you live next, live on top of each other, you basically have to get along, or else things go bad. I think the other thing to think about also is, if we want to go, really deep on this, we can look at Buddhism, the principles behind that, concepts, as well as Shintoism, a little bit different in those realms, but also I think fear. And I think fear in looking at throughout history, the castes, the systems of castes and whatnot, changing of that. But I think right now, I think that from all of those things, we are seeing changes in Japan quite drastically. Because of the modern society, if you will, but in general, it's still that respect of your elders. It's respect of understanding that if you do something that's stupid and mess up, you are going to be punished for that, period.
Yeah.
And I think that's okay, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's certain things where if you act like an idiot on the train, then you're going to get your butt pulled off. Someone's going to do something about that. But on the other side, though, people will turn a cheek on things because they don't like conflict at all. So having deep conversations with Japanese, like we are having right now, isn't that common.